They put themselves in harm's way for our safety, and they do it from hundreds of feet in the air.
This weekend, 2 Austin police officers were inside the department's helicopter when police say a man on the ground opened fire on them during a standoff. And we have learned new details about that shooting today. And for the first time, we are seeing the damage to Air One. No officers were hurt in this incident, but a police sniper killed this man, Sawyer Flocka. Tonight, KXAN investigator Kevin Schwaller spoke with a pilot who has been in the sights of a gunman and found there is no one right way to handle a situation like this.
I'm the pilot. We also have what's called an aerial observer.
When volunteer Jeff Turk takes off in his helicopter for Texas Search and Rescue, he hopes to help.
You're thinking about the family first when you're out there. Hopefully, you're going to help save the life of their loved one.
But sometimes that help isn't welcome.
Small aircraft sometimes get shot or get shot at, so it's something that's always a concern.
He keeps the helicopter high when he can and away from potential fire.
About 18 months ago, it appears that the helicopter was hit by some buckshot.
Jeff says he would fly away from gunfire if someone attacked this aircraft. Still, search and rescue is different than the police. We found law enforcement agencies in the area often don't have specific policies for what to do when under fire. Austin police decided to keep the bird in the air to help protect officers on the ground during a recent shooting. A DPS spokesperson says the department works on a case-by-case basis, and San Antonio police do the same.
A helicopter is no different than shooting at a car, or shooting at a boat, or shooting at something else. You could very easily, hit something that's very critical to the helicopter, or hit a person.
The worst-case scenario is dangerous both for those on the ground and in the air. Kevin Schwaller, KXAN, investigates.
And at least one of Austin's helicopters has thermal imaging cameras, which can come in handy. San Antonio police, for example, teach pilots to fly out of the area, give the best location of the shooter, and then observe with those heat cameras. One big challenge for the pilots, of course, is those laser pointers, especially at night. In October, Gabriel Ruedas Jr. was sentenced to 2 years in prison for pointing the laser at the APD helicopter as it came in for a landing. The FBI says lasers are especially dangerous because they could temporarily blind a pilot.
I can tell you that, they're tired, but this is what they train for. This is what they're about, is ending threats.
Today, KXAN's Robert Maxwell sat down with Austin Police Chief Art Acevedo about this weekend's incident and the half-dozen SWAT calls so far this year. Acevedo says there are no plans to increase the number of SWAT officers, but right now some patrol officers have received special training when it comes to responding to an active shooter. You can watch that entire interview right now on KXAN.com.